Do you want to earn complimentary fare for you and a guest in an interior, an ocean view, a balcony even, plus maybe even free play on Royal Caribbean? I'm going to show you the 3 slots to play and the 1 slot to avoid on Wonder of the Seas to do just that. Thanks for checking out the video. This channel is all about getting you comps on the biggest and best cruise lines in the world just by playing in the casino. I've got lots of videos of sharing my experiences, what I've figured out, my tips and tricks to help you spend less getting these comps, which includes rooms for you and a guest, free play, and more. I mostly focus on Royal Caribbean, but I've also been spending a lot more time on Carnival and Princess and learning as I go. This channel is more about spending more time in the casino, stretching your bankroll and spending less, which helps you with marketing offers, which is the main way I cruise with comped fares. Before we get started, I think it's really important to remind you that you have to be disciplined when you're doing this. Gambling is not for everybody. If you have problems with gambling, you absolutely should not do this. And if you are gonna do this, you have to stay disciplined. It's so easy to start chasing losses, chasing jackpots, and before you know it, you're down $2,000 or more, and now these comped cruises are no longer of value. Set yourself a budget and stick to it, and you're gonna set yourself up for success. All right, so now all that is out of the way. I'm gonna do this video a little bit differently than I usually do. Previously, I've done 20 or more slot machines, and they went into categories of ones I recommend you play, ones I think you should play with caution, and then ones I think you should avoid. Those videos tend to get pretty long, so I wanna shorten it up. I'm gonna do simply the top 3 machines I think you should play on Wonder of the Seas, and the 1 machine I think you should avoid if you're trying to use my method to stretch your bankroll and earn these marketing comps. And if you have enough luck, you may earn enough tier credits in order to unlock instant certificates, which means more comp fare options for you and a guest, and great stuff like free play as well if you book with Next Cruise. All right, let's get into it. We're gonna start with the 3 machines you should play on Wonder of the Seas to stretch your bankroll and earn some comps. We're gonna start with number 3, which is Coin Combo. So Wonder has 6 of these machines. They've got Peacock, Monkey, Cow, and I think they have a Tiger as well. You've seen me play these machines several times before. You want to try to triple pop the pots if at all possible. I find these machines are really good because they do sustain you quite a bit on line hits. They all behave just a little bit differently, and the bonuses are a little bit different. So you might want to try all of them to see which gameplay you prefer. But of course, I also recommend you look for the ones with the biggest pots for reasons I've mentioned before. Good line hits on this machine. The bonuses aren't terribly hard to hit, and the bonuses can be really, really lucrative. That's why I recommend you play these. Number 2 is Duo Fu Duo Kai Grand. Hopefully I said that right. So there's 2 types of machines that are a little bit different. And the one I like is the one where the wild symbols lock for 3 spins. Every time you get another wild on the pay lines, it not only locks that one, but it also locks whatever wild symbols are already on your pay lines. So this is really good because wilds count as coins or orbs or balls, whatever you want to call them. And when you hit 3 of those, you hit the bonus. So once you get that bonus, it unlocks the hold and spin game, which can be really, really good. And additionally, of course, you've got your 2 pots up top as well. Every time you hit a wild, it feeds the pots. If the pots pop, you play the jackpot game where you can win a mini, a minor, a major, or a grand. I like this game. I like the locking wild symbols. It allows you to have some really good line hits when you're just playing the base game. And the bonuses aren't super hard to hit as well. This is the first game I played on Wonder, and it set me up for a really good cruise. I ended up winning I think close to $100 on that first session. So there are more than one of these machines, but do keep in mind only one of them has the locking wilds. The other machine, which is nearly identical, plays almost exactly the same, but the difference is what the wilds do is they slide up 1 every time you spin until they disappear off the reels. I don't like this one quite as much because you don't have that locking feature, so you can't really like have maybe 5 spins where you get 1 wild and then you get another wild and you get 2 wilds and they all stay together for those spins, because that's really where you're getting your pay lines and then more opportunities to trigger the hold and spin bonus. All right, before I get to the number 1 game I recommend you play on Wonder of the Seas, I'm going to show you the game I recommend you don't play. And that is Jewel of the Dragon. There's a lot to like about this game, actually. It's got amazing graphics. There was a couple of those machines that were maxed out on the Major at $1,000. So that can be really, attractive to somebody, right? They want to go sit there and play. My issue I find with these games is the bonus is super hard to trigger. You combine that with a couple of other things, like for instance, line hits are not great on this machine. And then also the bonuses can be pretty crappy as well. It's just not worth it. Now, it is a fun game. I like how the bonuses work on this game. It is pretty exciting. So if you have extra money to throw around and you want to play a fun game with really good sounds and graphics, I do recommend you play this game, at least for a little while, but I wouldn't spend a lot of money on it. All right, the number 1 game I recommend that you play on Wonder of the Seas if you're trying to earn comps is Fu Dai Lian Lian Panda Major. Now, I will admit there's a little bit of a bias here for me because I did win 2 majors on this machine. My friend won $400 and some odd on the machine. And when she was playing the machine, someone right next to her won the grand. Additionally, when I first posted about this, a bunch of people hopped in on the Royal Caribbean gambling Facebook page and said that they had a lot of luck on this bank as well. They were winning majors as well. So of course, this could just be recency bias, little anecdotal evidence, but there is a more sound reason why I do recommend you play this game. And that is for a couple of reasons. Number 1, it does have decent line hits. So at an 88-cent bet, you can play quite a while without draining your money. Number 2, the bonuses really aren't that hard to hit. They don't sit forever and ever and ever. You will trigger bonuses. The one kind of downside is sometimes, you'll trigger one bonus by itself. And this is one of those games where if you only trigger one pot, it's not the best, right? Especially for the jackpot game, you want to have the expanded reels and the extra spins to give you more chances to hit those letters and of course hit one of the jackpots. And obviously I hit 2 majors on this thing, so it is possible to hit jackpots on an 88-cent bet on this machine. For this reason, I do think you should give these machines a try. I would obviously look for the machines with the bigger pots, and I would also keep an eye on the machines that have the higher majors with respect to what the baseline is. I believe they start at $700. So once they get into like the $950, $1,000 range, it's been a while since that major's hit. So you can assume it's closer to being triggered. Now, it's no guarantee you can get on this machine and have a horrible session. Any slot machines are like that. But you want to give yourself the best advantage you can, even if they're microscopic advantages. So I'm going to do a couple of honorable mentions here. An honorable mention of a machine you shouldn't play and an honorable mention of a machine you should play. So for don't play, it is Who Shen. It's the firecracker game. So basically, I'm sure you've seen this one before. The firecrackers go all the way up to the top, and then they pop and you play the bonus. You can also get 3 symbols to trigger the bonus as well. The reason I say don't play this game is because you can wait a long time for the bonus to trigger. This game takes forever. This game is based off of Rake and Bacon. As a matter of fact, those machines are on the back wall in the smoking section, right near the exit that goes out to the non-smoking casino, the nightclub, that area. There's 2 Rake and Bacons and there's 2 of these firecracker machines. Rake and Bacon is just the same. You can play forever on these machines and never trigger a bonus. Additionally, the line hits are very mid. So these are machines that can definitely drain your bankroll very easily, which is why I recommend you do not play them. And the honorable mention for a game that I think you should play is Duo-Fi Duo-Kai. Now that might sound familiar because it was on the list of games you should play, but that was the grand version of this game, and that was the one with the locking wilds. This is the granddaddy of the games, 88 Fortunes, all the same kind of games, dancing drums, all the same premise. This is the base game. I absolutely recommend you play this game because this game has lower volatility and it's got really good pay lines. You can win like $30 or $40 in a single spin in the regular game if you get like a bunch of dragons or something like that. So this game really does pay you back as you're playing. And then if you hit the bonus, which is not the jackpot bonus, which you'll get the mini every time, you know that. But if you get the 3 symbol bonus and you get the free spins, those bonuses are usually really, really good. It's been super rare that I'll only win like $10 or $20. Most of the time I'm winning $60, $80, $100 on these bonuses on an 88-cent bet. So these are machines I definitely recommend that you play. So there you go. Those are the machines I think you should play and not play on Wonder if you're looking to earn marketing offers and maybe even some instant certificates. All right, coming up, my next video is my review of GigSky, which is an eSIM for cruising that promises you data not only on the ship using their cell service, but also on port. You select your region, be it the Caribbean or Europe, all over the world essentially. You should be able to get data while you're on the ship and while you're in the port, which is really attractive. Does it work? Is it a good, cheaper alternative to ship Wi-Fi? I'll give you my review. That's coming up next week. Also coming up, I've got news on Princess and how aggressively they're going after gamblers and how you can get in on the action. I'm also going on Islander from Margaritaville at sea, so I'm gonna have videos coming up on that experience as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, hopefully you'll consider doing that and clicking the notification bell so you know when the next video comes out.